What thing did you do that should have gotten you fired, but didn't?
Took vacation in the middle of what I thought was an urgent project that desperately needed me. I returned a week later only to find that hardly anyone noticed I had been gone.
I told my boss I was tired. He said that I shouldn't be because men shouldn't be tired and I don't have children. I told him I wore a condom and he didn't. Not my fault. Still have my job.
I worked at a movie theater and would give free stuff to people who I randomly liked every day on the cash register. Probably tens of thousands in lost profit because of me.
Worked at Argos over Xmas a couple years back. Headset says to get RDR2 from warehouse for customer. Accidentally gave her a new PS4 with RDR2 with it.
I was late for work every day for 2 years.
Spend most of my day on Reddit.
I hit my boss with a hammer. Based and hammer-pilled.
I stole thousands, if not tens of thousands, off my old work in individual £1 coins over the years. Can put a full story if interest.
Nice try, boss.
When I work for an auto parts store, I would drink on the job daily. The manager even knew but wouldn't fire me because me drunk was better than half the people there.
I called my former boss a sexist pig. Quit the job couple months later.
Talked shit about my manager to customers. He found out and 2 days later I gave my 2-week notice.
I purposely delivered feedback incorrectly for someone so they wouldn't get fired and bought them another week of employment. They reformed and are one of the better ones I had.
Cussed my boss out and called him biased manager. He turned red and had tears of anger in his eyes.
I left work. They can't fire you if you leave your job, nerd face left finger.
The boss daughter.
Not me, but a coworker threatened me with a knife at work and did not get fired. I was working at an air traffic control tower.
I showed my boss the really? Right in front of my salad source video, albeit the censored version.
Cussed out my racist asshole of a manager. I mean, he started it, but I definitely ended it. He wound up getting fired instead.
I used to hit my dab pen in the walk-in freezer all the time.
Mies measured something on my construction job that cost $150,000 to fix once it was discovered. Didn't get fired because that wasn't much considering the cost of the whole job.
At my old security job, me and the boys would go and smoke a blunt on the roof every night.
I once took out a wall at work with a forklift due to not paying attention to my surroundings. Worst part, it was my first week at the job. They forgave me and I am still there 10 years later.
Receiving a blowjob in my office, during work hours. At a high school.
I was late for 85 plus days, so much so that they changed my start time to correspond to my usual arrival time. I was then late for that new start time.
Accidentally yelled at a coworker who has more power over me over something that latter turned out to be a misunderstanding.
Giving false information to the client to protect someone.
Had sex with a coworker while on the clock.
Let's all say it together, masturbating at work.
Let a cute girl trick me into giving her free food when I was on carts because I had just learned they didn't keep inventory.
I smoked a blunt and shot Roman candles off of the roof when working overnight at a McDonald's. The owner caught me on camera and just told me I couldn't bring fireworks to work anymore.
I told a custard that I wasn't going to send them a cab because they were off their tits on drugs.
I have been watching Netflix all day at work.
I mixed up a filing deadline and we got assigned an almost $10,000 penalty for late filing, for being less than 24 hours late.
Well, I guess that the fact that I'm on Reddit right now should be enough to fire me.
Cam in truck recorded me saying epithets. Should have been let go the day of.
Caught a movie while working a 3 hours lunch in the stripper bar.
Definitely show up for work pretty stoned every day, smoke on my lunch breaks, show up around the right time and leave around the right time. Not sure if my boss is clueless or chill as fuck.
Played video games all day during work the last 5 months.
Apparently, go home early because I was having a panic attack 2 weeks after I had called in sick. Something about a pattern.
It would be easier to tell you what I haven't done. Lol.
Accidentally putting the old bank forms in the regular communal with other officers trash instead of the shredder. Since nothing happened, I kept my job, thankfully.
Gasoline.
Giving peanuts to a kid with a nut allergy.
I drifted a 911 Turbo S. I also raced in a Taycan.
My boss opened the package of cocaine I'd has ordered to the office. He wasn't pleased and told me not to do it again, but gave the package to me and we remain friends now.
Installed an extension to bypass the web filter. I got in some pretty deep shit for that one. I told a man who was harassing one of my coworkers to go fuck himself. He tried to report me but instead he was banned.
I would regularly do no shows at work for 2 months. Never got a warning, manager just asked me to stop.
On 2 different occasions, I hit someone with my forklift.
Dropped a pane of glass on a customer's head, it shattered.
Probably showing up stoned every day and then going to my car on break to smoke more, but hey, my job gets done right.
Nice try, boss.
I stole money from the company, but took way more than intended. I wound up giving it back and was ready to accept my fate, but the building burned down, so I got away with it.
If I tell you, I'll have to kill you. Lol.
https://www.reddit.com/r/radicea/. Drank vodka all throughout my workday. Every day. For over a year, I think.
By not even getting a job.
Why the fuck would you be stupid enough to answer?